What's going on, all you lovely people? Market's looking like complete and utter shit. Don't believe me? Let's take a look-sees. Let's take a look-sees here. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Look at this little big ass candle wicks. What about Nasdaq? Hey, it's even more disgusting. Ugh. With the new year rolling around, just days away, with Christmas being said and done, bankers, institutional funders, like hedge funders, like all those big people that put a lot of volatility in the market are not here. They're just not fucking present. But there's a few people out there that will keep everything rolling, but it's just not. They're not enough to put volatility in, so that way there's enough action to be had. Like, the reason why we're having this right now is because there's no volatility, there's no action, there's no traders, and the fact that we're coming off of stupid ass fucking low being made on the 29th of today. This is Asia. Yeah, Asia made a stupid ass fucking move down, which is causing the market to go back into consolidation. Hey, I'm gonna let that be that. I'm gonna let that do what it wants to do. Me personally, when shit is like this, what I do is just jump straight into my back testing. I'll jump right into that motherfucker and I'll just have at it. And for the past maybe 2 days, I've been making some decent plays. Can't really see that. Enough of the bullshit. Let's get into the business. Stay up about my business. Okay. No, don't do that. Jesus, take the wheel. Take the motherfucking wheel. We're gonna be listening to music as well, because I can't be doing this without it. Alright, so let me make this a little bit cleaner for you guys. What is this? This is the start. Okay, we're going into New York session pretty soon, so let me draw out the highs. These are going to be the 1 hour lows. 1 hour highs. What we're going to do from here on out is do the exact same thing for each session. So that way we know what we can target and what we cannot target. Cool. Let's go into S&P. S&P just looks fucking nasty, and not in a good way. So there is no low to be had, but there's a high for London. I actually like this song, so what we're gonna do is go to the radio and play. Alright. We can see on the 1 minute there isn't any low, but there's a one. There's a low. There's not a low on the S&P 500. Cool. That's what I need. So I have Stephanie at her parents' house right now trying to pick up just pick up some shit. One of the major things was the fucking microphone. I need a microphone. Like, we're doing this right here off the phone, but without a proper mic, I can't record shit off of the computer. It's a little easier to do it off the computer. It looks clean. It looks clean. But she found what we need, so we're good. So we're decent. All right. So like I was trying to explain, there is no low on the S&P 500 when it comes to London. That's all that we have right now. So NASDAQ is looking to be like the index that we're taking a trade on today. Look how clean and simple this looks. Like, here's the 1 hour high, here's the 1 hour low. You see how close together this is to one another versus the S&P 500, where we have London's high right here. I was gonna say New York. We have London's high right here, and then we have prior lows for prior sessions all the way down here. Can price manipulate in that fashion to the downside? Sure, it can. Will it? Possibility. When we're trading, we're working off of probabilities. We're working off of probabilities, but that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So if there isn't any good probability for me to go off of, any good likelihood to go off of, then I'm not really going to take it. Such as this, for example. This is not a good probability for me. Why is this not a good probability for me to go ahead and focus on? Is because, again, the gap between here and here is just ridiculous. Now, can it become strong? Can this index become stronger over time to tap out this high, to continue down lower? Sure, but we won't know that until New York pops open. Let me shut up and let's run through it and see what happens. Okay. That right there just answers the question. What just happened was London itself took out its own high, plus took out a prior high as well, where S&P 500 didn't even care to do that. Plus, there isn't another high above it. Oh shit. No. So the S&P 500, it doesn't even have another high, a prior high to go off of beyond the high that it created. It hasn't even taken out its own high just yet. That tells us that NASDAQ is the leading index to go ahead and try to take a trade off of. It's stronger. It has more volatility. It's good. Now, when there's two sets to the strategy that I use. One set is a normal set where I could just follow my confluences through and through. The second step would be if prices already went ahead and taken out prior highs pre-market, then shit gets interesting. Let's just put it that way. What am I doing right about now? Looking to see the second step be initiated. I'm not going to go ahead and take a trade until 8:30. So let with the information that we already have set in stone, prior highs being taken out pre-market, we are patiently fucking waiting. We're just patiently fucking waiting. Let me go ahead and get my notes really quick. Your boy doesn't trade without his notes. I keep a little cheat sheet with me. Keep a little cheat sheet with me. That way I stick to my rules and don't go off the fucking beaten path. So, before we continue on with looking at the set of rules that are aligned, we're going to go ahead and do a daily breakdown. I'm just going to do a bias breakdown to see exactly where we're sitting. And to be honest with you, I kind of feel, I think I know where we're going. But let me just break this down so that way I have a good understanding of this. Weekly, we are bullish, but we went ahead and taken out these highs right here. All right. Go to the daily, do the exact same thing. Bullish, but again, taking out the other highs that were... We're taking out higher highs at that point. That's what I'm trying to get at. Sorry, I had a fucking message pop in my ear. Here, we can see on the 1 hour that we are bullish or bearish, but with consolidation. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's what we want to see. Let's jump back. That's what we want to see. We want to see, me personally, like I said before, I know what I'm looking for right off the rip, just because of how price has been acting and played out within the past few days. With price taking out higher highs on the daily, two things can happen. One, it can go further up, and or it can drop. But after the drop, like you just seen, I actually just kind of just gave it away. We have the drop, but then we have the consolidation after the drop. What usually happens after the consolidation move when we have a play out like this, the play out being a drop after a daily high being swept, is consolidation, then continue to drop down to balance out price all the way down here. Now if we go back to the day, we can see this. Right here is the low. Is that a daily low? I mean, I have that yellow as the daily low. Yeah. So let me change this really quick back to what it is, and then we will do this. Boom. Daily low. Once price comes along and tags that daily low, we're looking for another retracement up to fill in price once more to repeat the same process. But for right now, the process being is price is looking to go ahead and want to rebalance out all this shit. It's going to want to do it. It's not going to take all of it out in one singular move, but nonetheless, price is looking to do it. Let's watch this shit play out. So what is the bias for the day? Bearish. And the wind knocked the door open. With price taking out prior session highs already, along with its own London high, it is very safe to assume that this fucking wind is just disrespectful. it's very safe to assume that we're bearish today. We're just looking to be patient. We're just waiting to be we're looking to be patient and waiting for the setup to come to us. When I'm trading, I'm a fucking predator. I'm waiting for my prey to come to me. I'm waiting for price to come to me to show me that it is ready to be taken. When you're trading, it's boring because you are ultimately having to learn to be patient. When you're backtesting, patience. When you're backtesting, you should really be paying attention to your patience level and your frustration level entirely. Because when you're backtesting, you're able to rewind shit, you're able to fast forward. Like, your time is easier for you to manipulate. What I would like people to not do is get used to manipulating time just for the sake of speeding up time. Don't do that. Why don't do that? Because then when you are actually in the live market, you're not going to have that capability of manipulating the time. You're going to be fighting against the urge to be patient. You're going to be looking for ways to speed up the process. And then once you finally come to the realization that you cannot speed up the process, you're either going to accept it and force yourself to be patient, or just say fuck it and start looking for different ways to enter into a trade. Don't do that. Don't start building different habits, bad habits that lead into bad, or don't start building small bad habits that lead into bigger habits down the line. Don't do that. So right now what we're doing is still being patient. It's 8 o'clock, pre-market. 8:30 comes around, that's when we're going to start doing our thing. But from the looks of this, price is already starting to make its move in the way that I want. So what I'm looking for after all this is said and done are two things. One, fair value gap being filled on the 5 minute. As we can see, done. Straight through, filled it out perfectly. The next thing I'm looking for is a 5 minute manipulation. I'm looking for a 5 minute manipulation to the upside. I thought that this candlestick right here would have been that 5 minute manipulation, but that didn't even manipulate this high right here. So we're just gonna patiently wait for that to happen. Cool. I might actually be doing this trade well before my time. I usually wanted to take my trade at 8:30. Anything before that, fucked. But price is following through with my confidences. So let's just see if this strategy plays out the way that it should play out. 5 minute manipulation to the upside. What am I looking for now? I'm looking for S&Ts. I am looking for the lows. So we have a low right here. Looking for another low to be created. And that might actually have been the low right there. So we have this low to that low. And then we have this low to, then we have this low to low. Have that low to that low. Alright, did it create an SMT? It fucking sure as hell did. Boom, in it to win it. We're in the 1 minute at this point. We're looking to delete this motherfucker. No, we're gonna leave that there. We have a small one right here. After I'm looking for the SMT, and once the SMT is created the way that it is created, I am looking for a break of structure, inverse fair value gap, or the 79 extension on the 1 minute to be tagged. I just need one of those confluences to be hit on the 1 minute. And with this candlestick right here, we see that it's filled in. So what am I doing now? I'm just waiting. I should never have waited. That candles. So what I should have did. Normally, what I want to do is wait for the retrace up, then wait for a better candlestick to form itself to then enter into. Well, we can see that fucking candlestick never actually happened until that red candlestick formed and was situated. I should have entered here, put the stop to this high, or hell, even this high right here, and then targeted the lows. But can't do it. That was my trade. That was literally my fucking move. But you can see that shit played out perfectly. That shit played out beautifully, especially with this candle too. 8:30 candle. Like I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up.